What is going on, everybody? I'm BubbaMischief. We're back with another episode of Solo Leveling. Episode 6, The Real Hunt Begins. Last episode, we got to see everyone's reactions to him getting swole. And then he joined a random party and they decided to betray him and lock him in the room with the boss. If you haven't seen my previous reactions to these series, be sure to check out the link in the description to the playlist. This episode is going to be good. We're going to just be pure fighting the whole time. We got to get this boss fight done with, and if he beats that boss, he's got to deal with the people that locked him in there. Giant spider boss, PvP, what could be better? I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's fucked up, but it's smart. Complete freaking asshole who deserves to die, but clever. He would go to the funeral of the guy that you got killed on purpose? Oh, well, keeping appearances like it's still an accident. That is a gigantic spider. For those of you with arachnophobia, I suggest you look away. I still think he is highly underestimating the level of these bosses. And severely underestimating his own strength. 18. Okay, yeah, I was right. I mentioned something in the previous episode about him. He's gonna be better than 15. Yeah, 18. I was right, I think. That was a good intro. Let's get it. I put Mr. Lion on my cat's like hammock whenever I'm recording to have him in a good spot. And my cat just showed up. Look at it. It's like, what the fuck is this thing doing in my bed? I'm sorry, sweetheart. When I'm done recording, I'll move him and you can lay down. I'm sorry. At least it seems like it hasn't been doing anything with webs, because that would be the most annoying shit with a spider. If it just spewed webs, like if it webbed if I was a spider, I would have the entire ground covered in webs. I love how it looks like the spider is literally just sitting there going, from his perspective. My thing is like a spider could, especially like a boss, has like venom. So wouldn't he then be immune to poison? Oh, it's acid. Okay. A little different. Dude, he's giving my mans a run for his money. What are you doing? I wouldn't be just worried about breaking my knife if it's not getting into the skeleton. Dude, look at his agility already. He's fucking wild. And I love how he just like parkours whenever he does shit. Like he's fucking wild. He does backflips and he just cartwheels, backflips and all this shit. It's like, this guy's got freaking movement. I ain't seeing enough movement. This guy's just watching. But I mean, to be fair, like, the ranks they're supposed to be, they're not supposed to have a chance. The guy was right. So him not participating, like, makes sense. In one of its eyes? Yep, an eyeball's not gonna have that exoskeleton. I love the freaking glowing eyes on him, like he's going insane. Oh my god. Just ruthlessly shaking him in the eye. Although I would not do the same eye. I would do this eye, then that eye, then this eye, then that eye, then this eye. That, I mean, it already looks like it's got different ridges than the basic diamond, so it would probably... He's scared. He's like, okay. What's up, fuckers? Dude, that takes me back when I did Taekwondo. Yeah, I used to wear a gi freaking like all day, every day. Did you need to rip your own shirt for that? And also, you destroyed the fuck out of the floor. Dude, I mean, like, they literally said on repeat, they can't beat this boss, and we can't beat it either. They're nerfing the boss to his level, saying, oh, he must have done it. Oh yeah, they also give him credit. It's like, you guys were right about your initial evaluation of that spider. Absolute scum of the earth. People that you do not have to feel in any way sad about killing. Why hesitate? Because this man will fucking kill me. That guy just soloed the boss. I'm terrified. It's like, you know nothing, Jon Snow. No. Don't worry, he just slumped. He just slumped. Are you sure about that? I love how he's like, I'm not gonna get up yet, I'm gonna think. This right here reminds me of when Hajime Nagumo just started losing it in Commonplace the World's Strongest when he fell down and lost his arm? Is he gonna say it like he did in the manga? They're all like, why did you hold back? And he starts panicking because he's like, I hit him with everything I had. I mean, even if he wasn't E rank, like, you just opened yourself up to that so much. You're like, hey, I'm literally right next to you. He didn't actually need to be a souped up E rank at all. I mean, I guess there's that too. He just, that's what takes it into consideration. His knife just appeared in his hand. So, okay, never mind. I'm a Dumbo. Yeah, but these kinds of people, you don't need to feel in any way bad about killing them. Yeah, I've never understood the concept of being remorseful about killing bad people. It's like they're bad people that would kill. Like, if you're literally in a situation where they are trying to kill you and then you kill them, there's no need to feel bad. They tried to kill you. They forfeited their own life. I love the soundtrack choice for this. It's not like epic music. It's almost like reflecting the calm inside of him where he's like, I'm not panicking in any way. I'm completely calm. Hey, it's a piano part I could play. See, he's already noticed. It's because he probably is. He leveled up. This is gonna come Oh, I didn't even think about that too. Every person he's killed could potentially have leveled him up more and more. So like that it also explains why he's not getting tired throughout the fight as well. He's got to be tired. He literally is like, you're dead. I just leveled up. I'm back to full strength. You're dead. Like, I wonder how many levels he would have got out of them. I'm curious because he was 18 before the spider boss. We don't know what happened after the spider boss, and he just killed 5, and now this is gonna be 6. So he ought to level up quite a bit. So he's literally been leveling up this entire time he's been in this room. The glowing eye. That looks like Sword Art Online abridged. When Kirito was on the bridge and soloed everyone. Hey, your system's working against you, fucker! Don't give a fuck who your brother is. Yeah, I don't give a fuck who your brother. Didn't even let him finish his sentence. Nice. That's the natural assumption given the rankings. He's like, yeah, I guess. Dude, that guy's fucking jacked. Who is that? I know, but you don't get to. Although some people will probably guess it. But that shit was dope. And that's what I'm talking about. We got a good, action-packed, epic episode. That was dope. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Good fighting. Good acrobatics, man. This guy can freaking parkour with the best of them in these fights. And yeah, I didn't even consider it until he said it, but as he's killed those people, he's not probably leveling up on each person, but he's probably leveled up amongst the 5, got him at least a level. So my man's just freaking in it. And I love how the real hunt begins, like the real hunt as in like he's now hunting a person. That's the real hunt. Like monsters are one thing, but when you got to deal with piece of shit freaking people like that, you got to put them down. One thing that they skipped out on from the manhua in this was when everyone was like, hey, yo, bro, you held back, because the guy blasted our MC and he got back up. They're like, dude, you held back. In that moment, he started panicking to himself because he's like in his own thoughts. He's like, I hit him with everything I had. I freaking blasted his ass and he got back up. Like, so I kind of hate that they skipped that part because it really goes to show he's like, he took my full strength. Like, he was the first one to realize the power that RMC possesses now. So the pacing of this show is like a setup episode getting him into a dungeon, and then epic fight in the dungeon, and then a setup episode, and then epic fight. Which means next week is probably going to be a little low-key, but that's fine, because then we could set up for an awesome shit on episode 8. You gotta love how everyone just naturally assumes that the other guy killed everything and got himself out, and RMC just hid. Like, he's keeping it under wraps, and it's smart, because if he told people how strong he's getting, he would just not receive an end to all the attention. So he just lets people take credit for things. He just chills. He's like, I don't care. And I love how his first thought when coming out of that dungeon was about his sister. And he just goes like, I'm just glad I gave her an umbrella. Like, his priorities are straight. His priorities are there. Just constantly reminding you just how ruthless he can be. And he even got a skill to match it. Murderous intent that lowers everyone's freaking, or I think it's one person. I'm not entirely, I don't remember. It's one person to everyone, but it lowers his enemies' stats by 50%. Like, that's an insane debuff. He really just leans into this assassin playstyle, and that's like, that's just his vibe, and it's such a good like solo vibe, and it's really flashy and really fun to watch. Because if he was like, I'm a fighter, and you just see him like, I'm just fighting with a sword and shield, you're like, that, I mean, yeah, but it could get a little boring maybe. But just seeing him jump all over the place, go in for a stab, jump all over the place, dodge and weave, it just looks so much better to like the viewer, because it's just so much flashier than like any other class. Like, a mage could be cool with the animation of their spells, but they're just standing there just going blast, blast, blast kind of thing. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 6. The real hunt begins. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. You guys are beasts.